greatest night in the history of television.
First, let's watch Export C. This reaction won't cater all the points that needs to be discussed because this is a spontaneous reaction. We're not there, we're just reacting, and please, my reactions, don't use it against me. What? What's up, you guys? What's up? Hi guys, I'm back again with another late night reaction because I have seen shorts here and there, but this is kinda sensitive, but I think and as my personal preference, I wanna react on this one. Yeah, it's kinda controversial because it involves someone in Hollywood and showbiz, and I think you know it already. It's about that award show with all the heating because of a joke, and I didn't watch all the videos about it because I want it to be I want my reaction to be spontaneous as possible, but I know the details, but I didn't watch the video. So what will happen right now is it's gonna be shorts. Yeah, I'm gonna use a shorts. It is also on my news feed, so it's like the internet and the news versus it's full video. So, but before any of that, I know I already have a video that I want to react today, but as a mantra of this video, let's actually watch shorts. I think it's time to react. I don't know. So yeah, disclaimer, I don't know their reactions. I'm just gonna react based on what I know, based on my point of view, and yeah. Let's go.
Richard!
What the heck? He really went in full strides. He's mad. Dang. I paused because I want to read this, but that's a total shocker. That's why it's on trending. Wow, he's really mad. And I didn't understand what he's saying though. But yeah, okay. Let's compose ourselves. I didn't. That was so. Wow. Okay. This is from Catch Point. posted the shorts for this event, and this is uncensored, so okay, PG-13. I also want to see the comments later, but okay, let's watch again. So we see him laughing.
Oh, wow! Wow!
But he came back smirking. But he went there, looked at him, and slapped him, and came back smirking.
Wow!
So obviously this short didn't give us the whole story. This short just gave the scene where the host laughs and Will Smith goes to him and slapped him.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんだ。
He also screamed at the event itself. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's reasons behind it. I hope it is reasonable. But of course, in the industry, they are I don't know the intention though. I think the intention was just to make people laugh, but is the joke funny? That is what I didn't understand at all. Okay. I mean, of course, also I think Jada is not there, so we can't see her reaction. I think I would understand Will Smith for doing that, because his wife is not there to. It's like talking about someone on their backs, but it's on live TV and it's disrespectful and will create drama. So anyway, before we watch this compile, I wanna see what would show if I search for it. So this is the videos. I think most of it is on here already as I compiled. I also wanna watch this one. Oh, she's there! I thought Jada is not there. Lost all respect for Will. Yeah, there are many issues. Oh, he's his long-term friend. That's what's sad about it. It's his long-term friend, but also that's his wife. I mean, there are humans too, of course, and have a relationship outside of the industry, and I think we need to also respect that part, because real marriage in the industry is also hard, and we can't really say Anyway, we'll suffer this anyway. That's what's gonna happen, I think. Highlights. So this is the highlights. That interaction that should not happen became a highlight on Oscar as well. So his name is Chris. Okay, so I think a lot of people are disappointed with Will. Of course, it's disrespectful, you know. She's the wife after all. I mean, yeah, it was staged, but really, do we need to show violence in a prestigious award? Is it really necessary? But yeah, again, we're at the middle ground where someone is disrespecting your wife in front of you on national TV, and I didn't really understand what he is saying about his wife. No, but okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes all I think about is, you know, sometimes you also need to. It's kinda depressing. But yeah, let's watch.
Jada, I love you.
Yeah.
G.I. Jane.
Okay, so we have here from ABC7. So I'm glad there's no commentary whatsoever. So I'm guessing this is a full video, and the title is Wilson slaps Chris Rock at the Oscars after joke at wife. Okay.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right.
Okay. He said, I mean, this guy gave an intro that he loves Jada, and this should be the foundation. I mean, this should be the basis that this is a joke, right? So this should be a light-hearted joke. But then, you see how Jada knows this is gonna be bad. But of course, if you put in the spotlight like that, Will is happy.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Didn't even say much.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
G.I. Jane 2, what? I didn't get that. That's why I need the...
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
G.I. what?
That was a nice...
G.I. Jane 2. No, I didn't get that joke.
One, okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
What happened from here?
Okay. That was a
shocker. I mean, it just happened.
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
He looks hurt. He's hurt, not just physically, but he is hurt. Look at his eyes. He's hurt. This is so depressing.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
This is supposed to be a good night, a fun night. Okay, another one.
Job tonight, Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses...
Okay. This is not that bad of a joke. Oh my god. So, they are both nominated and he just wants Will to win. Is there hidden any more disrespectful?
He can't win! He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
What's a G.I. Jane 2? That G.I. Jane 2 triggered it.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh.
I don't want to watch this part right here. And Will Smith switched to a laughing husband to a serious one. What's happening, Will? So yeah, this is from the Guardian video. I don't want to read any more comments because I now know that Will Smith acted unreasonable. I don't want to see.
He knows how. The sound on the broadcast suddenly cut out in the moments following the altercation, but international markets saw the feed in full. Will shouting at the top of his lungs, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." Clearly shaken and unsure how to proceed, Chris responds the best way he knows how with another joke.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So what happened next? E.T. has learned that Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry pulled Will aside for a private chat during the commercial break that followed. Denzel was up against his pal for the Best Actor trophy at the show.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of emotions. This is a long time, well, I think a long time coming for him. And it's a lot of emotion. It's probably all welling up in him right now, so it better be him.
The trio hugged, and it appeared things had calmed down. A source tells E.T., quote, "The theater was silent after Will got up and hit Chris. No one could tell if it was staged or a joke at first."
It's not necessary at all. You see, they are so quick to cut all the audio. But why they have to insert violence on the narrative?
As for why the joke may have hit a nerve for the couple, Jada was diagnosed with alopecia in 2018, a hair loss condition which she has spoken about publicly.
I mean, what? So why? Why would you joke something about someone's heartache? Like, why would you joke about someone's struggle? That's why. I just don't understand why Will laugh and just switch to a madman all of a sudden. But I understand now why he somewhat deserved that wake-up call, because alopecia is not a joke. Why would you?
Many times.
Overall, this interaction is it's I can't. Oh my god. This interaction is unnecessary. But putting myself on their shoes, I understand why the situation kinda get out of hand or control. Because please, again, we need more mature people in this world, and it's so sad that people in the industry with the platform, with the representation, need to go to the point to where they show physical violence on TV. I guess this should be a lesson that we don't have to make fun of other people's misery. No, we don't need that.
I don't know, I've been struggling with alopecia, and just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. Look at that.
She's going through transition, okay? Our hair is important to us. Our hair, I'm speaking because of course I'm a female too, and I really love my hair. I really love my hair, and when I'm stressed, I tend to get a lot of hair fall. Even just a hair fall stresses me out. How about alopecia? Okay.
So it just showed up like that. Now this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions.
And earlier in the night, co-host Regina Hall made a jab at Jada, which could have also contributed to Will storming the stage.
Will Smith, you're married, but you know what? You're on the list and looks like Jada approved you, so you get on up here.
It's also worth noting, Chris made digs about Jada when he hosted the show back in 2016, too. So there's history here. Will got a chance to address the incident when he won the Best Actor honor, his first ever Academy Award.
You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
This guy have a wife. You know? And I would do, oh my god, if my husband don't win, is not gonna do the same for me if I'm disrespected, then they're just like any other couples, right? They're working things out, and we gotta respect them for talking about it, even if it's a show, but joking about other people's misery.
I know.
So this is the video of his speech.
Do what we do. You got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
This is a big deal for him. I understand the tears. But again, I don't understand the violence or that slap.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine light on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things. Being able to love and care for my mother, my family, my wife. I'm taking up too much time.
That's what's good about Will. He just showed. He just showed what it should look like if your wife is being disrespected and make fun of because of her misery. That's a no.
Thank you for
I'm
this.
also proud, you know, having the full story now. I understand that they have a wonderful relationship that I so hope, and I just hope that what people take away from this interaction is not the hitting or not the heating, because sometimes you can express how you really feel, especially if you're a man through force. And he just showed that he cared for his wife. I mean, if I'm the wife.
Honor, thank you for this moment, and thank you on behalf of Richard and Oracene, the entire Williams family. Thank you. Hope the Academy invites me back. Thank you.
I really wanna. Oh. See, look at these people that joins the bandwagon. G.I. Jane 2. Joke memes, you know. It's sad.
Start with what's trending here at 10A, and we were talking about the biggest moments.
So I'm gonna watch this news
From the Academy Awards last night, and number one, it's a no-brainer. You probably heard about it.
This is a cute news headlines, because the headlines didn't say Will Smith slapped this because of the joke. The headline says Chris Rock joke about Jada Pinkett Smith shines light on hair loss condition. So
Certainly one for the record books, and it happened before Will Smith won his first Oscar.
I really don't want to see that direction.
Comedian Chris Rock made a joke aimed at Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying he was looking forward to seeing the G.I. Jane 2 movie. That's the movie where Demi Moore was bald. Jada suffers hair loss due to a disease called alopecia. Moments after that joke, Will Smith walked on the stage, confronted Rock. You saw the slap there. He later went on stage a few minutes later to accept the Oscar for Best Actor for his role in King Richard. And here's what he had to say.
In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Now, TMZ is all over this story, so we want to bring in Charles Ladaboudier. Charles, any new fallout from this SmackDown last night?
The fallout is going to be coming all day. Look, I think this is a good moment because, and I could hear how shocked you guys were by this, and everyone was. And actually, some people feel it was a very sad moment because it took away from a lot of other great moments last night. Will Smith clearly, I think, what I read in his speech when he got so emotional was the fact that he knows he went too far. This wasn't the right way to handle it. Yeah, but there was a moment that we did not see during the broadcast. We've since we found a photo that shows during the break, Chris Rock actually came out to Will and Jada's table where they were seated. Denzel was also there, I guess you could say, sort of playing referee. But they did have a conversation. So, you know, while Will did not apologize during his speech, it's clear that there were words between himself and Chris and Jada after the fact. And I would hope that it's been squashed. Diddy came out and said at an after party last night, he said that he spoke to all parties involved and that this has been squashed. I hope so. But wow, a very, very shocking moment. And you know, there are a lot of people, we've been debating it in this office all morning, that, you know, if this was someone else, it's because Will Smith is so beloved that he's kind of getting a pass from a lot of people who want to explain away and, you know, say, look, he was defending his family. But if this were anyone else, the police might be involved. Or at the very least, you've been asked to leave the Oscars. But Will Smith. Also, it would have been awkward if they asked him to leave because he was nominated for Best Actor, and that was still to come.
Yeah, and he was a shoo-in for that category as well. A question, though, Charles, any disciplinary action being talked about or created for Will Smith?
I mean,
even just to ensure that something like this never happens again?
There's not going to be any legal ramifications here. There's not going to be, the police are not getting involved. In fact, the police, LAPD has already made it clear. They told us that that Chris Rock did not want to press charges, and they weren't there to witness this. So unless Chris Rock wanted to pursue it, nothing would come of this. Is the Academy going to do something? That's possible. Look, traditionally, the person who wins Best Actor comes back the next year to present the award for Best Actress. Well, that's going to be weird. That's the only thing I could see as a possibility here, but the Academy hasn't said one way or another. I think, look, they've got roughly 360 days before they have to make that decision. So I wouldn't expect to hear them, issue.
I think they should talk more about comedians also, because comedians shouldn't have a pass to make fun of someone's condition or misery always just because they are comedian. That's what's most sad about this reaction, because they should be balanced. He said something and that should also be discussed.
Doing any sort of punishment for Will Smith.
I'm sure the Academy will also watch and see the reaction in the next couple of days. Like you said, they have some time.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
So they're going to see how this falls and then decide
They'll take
what
the
they want to
temperature.
do.
Yeah.
What I noticed that he was not in the picture with the other actors who had won in the Best Supporting and the Lead Actor categories, which is generally a tradition after the Oscars. I don't know if he left or if he was barred from being in that photo.
I don't know I don't think he was banned, but when he wasn't in that photo, I think a lot of people thought that, wow, maybe, after what was clearly an embarrassing situation that Will just went home. He did not. He actually went to at least we know he went to the Vanity Fair after party. He may have gone to others, but he was there with his family all around him. And people, it wasn't like he was shunned. People were around him celebrating the fact that it's just such a weird
we all know he's a family man, and he knows if he's a bad father, his family won't support him that much. So let's not take that away from Will Smith. He's a father and a husband after all.
Dichotomy of you did something that clearly I think most people agree crossed the line, and even if you think that Chris Rock crossed the line, Will Smith also crossed the line. But
they both
you have that juxtaposed right next to the fact that he won the Academy for Best Actor, and so what do you do? And what we saw at the Vanity Fair party is that people like Trevor Noah walked up to him. There were a lot of long embraces where he had conversations with people. His music is blaring, but everybody wanted to say something to him. And then they were, they played Getting Jiggy With It like you guys did, and people were around him, celebrating, dancing, and...
I don't know if a lot of people in the industry just hates Jada. But she have this kind of man in her life, and
seemed by the end of the night to be willing.
What more can you ask? I mean, you have a husband that validates you.
To have fun. He still had, when he walked into this party, by the way, and he was talking to Trevor Noah, his eyes were still you know, it's clear that he had been crying and that he was upset about what had happened that night.
Real quickly, and this doesn't have to be a long answer, Charles, but just because you guys kind of hear things before we do, and you were talking about people embracing him, and obviously, it seems like, I mean, this wasn't an incredibly insulting joke to like make someone snap. You know what I mean? It almost seems like there's a bigger picture here. Maybe this was the straw that broke the camel's back, but has there been any talk about stuff going on?
Yeah.
To me, it seemed like Will wasn't necessarily in a good place.
I agree with you. I think that this was a case of the straw that broke the camel's back. You remember earlier in the evening, Regina Hall had made a comment about wanting to bring Will up on stage and that Jada had cleared it because she was fine with, you know, you guys have an open relationship is what she was referring to. And there was, you know, they cut to Will and Jada. There was some uncomfortable laughter there. So you had that joke and then Chris's joke. And also, this is the other thing, 6 years ago, I believe it was 6 years ago when Chris Rock was hosting, that was the first year that people were saying Oscar's so white. And there were people calling for a boycott. Jada was among those people, and Chris Rock made a joke that night about how absurd it was that Jada Pinkett was boycotting the Oscars. Like, she's not in movies, she's on TV. So, and he got some laughs, but a lot of people felt like that was an unnecessary jab at Jada.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, some people pointed that as being some context here as to why Will snapped at what.
Where this people so toxic.
But honestly, it wasn't that bad of a joke. So, as Chris Rock, even Chris Rock said, he's like, "Come on, that was a fun one, guys." Do you remember the moment when Chris told that joke? Will Smith laughed.
Yes,
I mean, it was
I
clearly
talked
an
about that.
uncomfortable. It was an uncomfortable fake laugh. I saw that. But then when you saw Jada's eye roll, it's almost like, and I wish they had the moment, they cut away, I wish you had the moment where Will noticed that Jada was upset, because that's clearly what he was reacting to.
Yeah. Whew, all right, lots to unpack. Charles, thanks for helping out with that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure, guys.
But yeah, they are both wrong. And at the end of the day, no one checks up on Jada. I hope they also ask about Jada's. Again, they should serve as a reminder that we should be careful and we should be able to explain why at the end of the day, it's their life, it's their job. I think that's all for this video. It's gonna be a long one, and so yeah, that's it for trending news versus its full story. So yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, if they are no normal people, oh my gosh, they are people too. They just happen to have camera shown in their faces because that's their job. But they're normal people too. And chickens are, oh my